The theater is filled with low chatter and curiosity as the stage lights slowly rise, revealing a lone figure standing at the center of the America's Got Talent stage. He is wearing a neatly pressed Filipino Army uniform, a sight that instantly captures attention because it feels unexpected in a place usually filled with flashy outfits and bold performers. The contrast between his disciplined posture and the glittering stage creates a quiet tension in the room. The audience leans forward, trying to understand who he is and what story he carries with him. As the camera cuts to the judges' table, Simon Cowell watches with a calm but guarded expression, clearly unsure of what to expect. There is no smile, no hint of excitement yet, only focus. The host asks simple questions, and the soldier answers respectfully, his voice steady but humble. He explains that he serves in the army and that singing has been his comfort during long nights away from home and family. His words are not dramatic, yet they feel heavy with meaning. The atmosphere shifts subtly. The audience grows quieter, sensing that this is not just another audition. Soft lighting falls over the stage, emphasizing the seriousness of the moment. The soldier grips the microphone firmly, taking a slow breath, as if preparing not only to sing but to open a part of his life that has been shaped by sacrifice and duty. Before a single note is sung, the room already feels changed, filled with anticipation, respect, and an unspoken emotional weight that hangs in the air. The soldier takes a moment before singing, and the silence in the theater becomes almost heavy. He lowers his eyes briefly, then looks back up toward the judges, gathering strength. In a calm but emotional voice, he begins to share the story behind his song. He speaks about serving far from home, about long deployments where days blend into nights, and about the loneliness that follows a soldier everywhere, no matter how strong he appears on the outside. The audience listens closely, completely still. He then reveals the reason this performance means so much to him. While on duty, he received devastating news from home, the loss of his mother. He was unable to return in time to say goodbye, and that pain still lives with him. His voice trembles slightly as he explains that singing became his only way to cope, a way to speak to her when words failed him. The camera captures the raw emotion on his face, every breath filled with memory and grief. As the story unfolds, the mood in the room changes. Audience members wipe away tears, and the judges' expressions soften. One judge nods slowly, visibly moved. Simon Cowell, known for his tough exterior, shifts in his chair, listening with unexpected intensity. There is no interruption, no rushing, only respect for the moment. By the time the soldier finishes speaking, the song has already begun in everyone's hearts. The stage no longer feels like a competition, it feels like a safe space for a man about to pour his soul into music. The moment he lifts the microphone and sings the first note, the entire theater seems to freeze. The sound that comes out is rich, controlled, and filled with a depth of emotion no one was prepared for. It is not just technically strong, it carries the weight of every word he shared moments earlier. The audience reacts instantly, eyes widening, breaths held, as if everyone realizes at the same time that they are witnessing something special. His voice grows steadily, smooth yet powerful, wrapping around the room and reaching every corner of the hall. Each lyric feels personal, as though he is speaking directly to the people listening, sharing memories of love, loss, and sacrifice. The camera cuts to the judges, capturing their surprise. One judge leans forward, another mouths a quiet, "Wow." Simon Cowell's expression changes completely. The skepticism fades, replaced by focus and genuine interest as he listens intently, no longer judging but feeling. As the melody builds, the soldier closes his eyes, fully immersed in the song. His posture remains disciplined, yet his emotions flow freely through his voice. The balance between strength and vulnerability makes the performance even more powerful. The audience begins to nod along, some already wiping tears away. With every note, the connection deepens, and it becomes clear that this audition is no longer about proving talent. It is about telling a story through music, and the story is reaching everyone in the room. As the song reaches its emotional peak, his voice rises with a controlled power that sends chills through the theater. The final notes are filled with raw feeling, echoing his pain, his love, and his strength all at once. When he finishes the last line, he holds the note just long enough for the silence to feel overwhelming. For a split second, no one moves. That pause feels sacred, as if the audience needs time to breathe again after what they have just experienced. Then the reaction explodes. Applause breaks out across the hall, growing louder by the second. People rise to their feet almost instinctively, clapping with emotion rather than excitement. The camera sweeps across the audience, capturing tearful faces, hands over mouths, and expressions of pure admiration. The judges stand as well, applauding without hesitation. One judge wipes away tears, another places a hand on their chest, clearly moved by the performance. Simon Cowell stands up slowly, his applause measured but sincere. His face shows something rarely seen, deep respect. The soldier on stage looks overwhelmed, his eyes shining as he absorbs the response. He bows his head slightly, gripping the microphone with shaking hands. The stage lights glow warmly around him, turning the moment into something unforgettable. This is no longer just a successful audition, it is a shared emotional experience, a moment where music has brought strangers together in silence, applause, and understanding. As the applause begins to settle, the soldier stands quietly at center stage, still trying to process what has just happened. His breathing is unsteady, and his eyes are filled with tears he no longer tries to hide. Simon Cowell steps away from the judges' table and walks toward the stage, drawing a fresh wave of cheers from the audience. The soldier looks surprised, almost unsure, as Simon approaches him with a rare softness in his expression. Simon reaches the stage and speaks briefly, his words simple but deeply meaningful. He tells the soldier that this was not just a performance, but a moment of honesty and courage that touched everyone in the room. Without hesitation, Simon opens his arms and pulls him into a hug. The soldier breaks down, overcome with emotion, and the audience reacts with loud applause and cheers. One by one, the other judges join them on stage, offering hugs and words of encouragement. The atmosphere is filled with warmth and respect rather than competition. The soldier wipes his tears, smiling through the emotion, clearly humbled by the support he is receiving. The crowd continues applauding, some chanting, others crying, all fully invested in his journey. As the moment settles, it becomes clear that this audition has changed his life. He stands surrounded by judges and applause, not just as a contestant, but as a symbol of sacrifice, resilience, and hope. The stage lights shine brighter, capturing a scene that will be remembered as one of the most emotional moments of AGT 2025.